will use words he don't really know. If he gets really desperate, he may start to rap.
Customer service. Get me straight to the...
I know I'm late, but I feel like I'm always trying to explain myself, but I do what I want when I want, and I don't think I need an explanation for real. But I did try to watch Frieren one time, and I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't muster up the first few episodes. And with season 2 coming out, I guess I gotta force the quote-unquote best anime down my eye socket. Prison Walk here. How is season 2 already ranked? It's only like 3-4 episodes out. Is it that good? Fantasy anime where an immortal elf speedruns the boss fight, but the real boss fight is... grieving? So we got Frieren, an elven mage who's with her party celebrating defeating the Demon King, which was a long 10-year adventure.
Our adventure was a mere 10 years.
Does she not mess with us? She spent a whole decade with her party and still don't mess with them. I wouldn't either if I was deep in this book trying to disassociate and was told the most irrelevant statement.
Frieren, the life that lies ahead of you will be far longer than the rest of us could know.
I swear niggas just be talking just to talk, but she handled it very peaty.
Yes, perhaps.
Sometimes you gotta let people think they said some real shit, even though they stated the flippin' obvious. What she really wanted to say,
Kill yourself.
to end the night of celebration, they watch this meteor shower that occurs every 50 years, and Frieren says, this view is ass, but in 50 years, I'm gonna show y'all a better one. And the next day, she clocks out permanently and travels around the world collecting new spells as a hobby. 50 years later, you know Himmel been waiting for this day. He had that whole circled on his calendar.
So it's a plan, 50 years from now.
But sadly, he didn't make it.
Joking.
He did end up seeing this meteor shower with Frieren and the gang, then died. And during the funeral, Frieren got to keep the Nonchalant act going and not cry. But when the burial starts, she starts bawling her eyes out. Not because she missed him or anything, but because she realized something. Who really is this nigga? And to not feel the same pain of not knowing none by her colleagues, she taps in with the priest of the party, Heiter, 20 years later because she knows his liver is running on reserve power. But instead of experiencing crunch time bonding with Heiter, she's rewarded with a jit, Fern.
Forgive me, Heiter, but I must draw a line.
Am I a headass for comparing a 10-year adventure in an elf's perspective to a 1 year of me working at this one warehouse? Like, the only difference is being together damn near 24/7 and having each other's back on some camaraderie shit. Besides those two things, these people are literally just old coworkers. And I'm just imagining going to chop it up with one of them. Literally almost threw up saying that. But you go chop it up with them and they hit you with a fat ass bill. And that bill be on her period all the time. I ain't gonna lie, Fern be blowing my shit every other episode, but I'ma chill cause she a jit and she been through some shit. She done lost her original family and was this close to meeting them. But Heiter ends up tricking Frieren into taking Fern as an apprentice before he dies and travels with her doing odd jobs, collecting different spells, and training. Then she taps in with Eisen, the last member still alive, and he puts her on a place called Orele, where souls rest, so she can get another chance to speak to Himmel. And this is basically the whole main objective. They just have random side quests in between. Oh no, the stakes is not really high for me. Do I continue?
It's not always about the destination, little nigga. It's about the journey.
Eisen also tells her to take his apprentice with her that's in the neighboring town. And this is why you shouldn't tap in with any old coworkers you used to work with. They'll give you just to take care of. And the jit in question is Stark, who's damn near Zenitsu variant, a strong ass pussy. So on their way to Orele, in one of the first towns they arrive to, Frieren gets booked for trying to shoot someone unprovoked. She seen this nigga face and was ready to eliminate. And I'm not even mad at it. He's looking too familiar.
Wilbur, you are not. Whoa, hey.
But the real reason she's trigger happy is because he's a demon. She's basically racist to all demons and believe that they all should die, since their only purpose is to lie, deceive, cheat, steal, abandon their kids. Frieren, are we still talking about demons here?
Avoid conversation with the nigga. The nigga will lie. The nigga will make excuses. He will use words he don't really know. If he gets really desperate, he may start to rap.
But the demons in town has a peace envoy, since apparently the demon's grown exhausted of the endless fighting, but whole time he's really trying to find a way to disable this defensive barrier around the town for his master. But they don't know that, so they apprehend Frieren and gave her 2-year sentence, which is nothing to her. She was probably gonna wait it out, but one of the demons came in to end her, but she reversed it and fled town and went straight to the source.
Customer service. Get me straight to the bitch.
And Frieren made her offer so A's magic ability is the scale of obedience. It controls the will of anyone who has less mana than her when it's put on the scale. And she thought she could go mana for mana with Frieren, but she was mistaken. Frieren has been suppressing her mana for years. You can't even see where her stacks even end, bruh. After defeating A, she waits there for Fern and Stark to finish saving the ruler of the town and defeating the 2 remaining demons in it.
Lightning strike!
Upon the departure, the ruler informs them in order to travel further north, the party would have to be accompanied by a certified first-class mage. Realistically, who's stopping Frieren from going anywhere, but the plot gotta continue, I guess. So Frieren has to take the first class mage exam, and on their way there, they go through a couple of side quests. They get stuck in a 6-month long cutscene, snowstorm with this random elf, clap some wolves, save Zion the priest from sinking in his quicksand after begging Frieren to save him. Then they beg him to join the party after he heals Start, but he ain't tryna. Frieren tried to seduce him to join, but she ain't got no badges. It took his brother slapping the dog shit out of him to finally join the party. Frieren on her monthly sacrifice. They get scooped up by a flying monster, but they got an unlicensed first class mage with them.
I got this!
Then Zion helps wake up this sleeping town. Stark and Fern play dress up. Fern is back on her ritual bleeding. Then Zion puts in his 1-day notice to leave the party to find his long lost homie. So they go their separate ways and Zion's path no longer aligns with them. And Fern's back at it again, bruh. Okay, they finally arrive to the city to take their exam. And this is when it gets good again. Cause she was putting me to sleep. No bull. 57 candidates participating in this exam. And they get separated in teams of 3. And Frieren gets paired with these 2 bum bitch. These 2 lovely young ladies who are obviously good friends cause they fight and talk shit to each other in front of each other's faces. And Fern is paired with this lone wolf type nigga with shadow clones. And a shorty you might want to keep your eyes on 24/7 cause something about her we don't know about. But the first exam is simple. All they have to do is catch this certain bird and put it in this cage by sunset the next day. And all 3 members have to be present. And no one must leave this barrier. Sounds easy, right? No, them little niggas move faster than the speed of sound. But Frieren is her and carries her team with a whole elaborate plan to capture one. But it gets stolen by another team, and one of the mages earthbent to separate Frieren from her team, leaving her with the Unk mage, and now Frieren gotta put belt to this Unk. Threatening his life for Shorty to bring her the bird back, and she thought she could pull a fast one off Frieren.
Gotcha, bitch!
Then Frieren ties them up, destroys the barrier to help her team members. Since it's a 1v1 right now instead of a 2v1, cause Shorty damn near useless. She's like a water type mage and she don't got a lick of water up there. What she should have been doing is what Katara was doing that one time she was water deprived. But Frieren gotta do everything, and Shorty now has an abundant amount of water since it's raining.
This is exactly why I hate the water.
Fern, on the other hand, is on the same type of timing too. Another team tried to take her team's bird, but she's carrying too. Besides the bullshit Fern be on, she really be on some shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, don't fuck with Fern, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Don't get on her bad side. I ain't like don't get on her bad side, gang. For the second exam, all they have to do is complete a labyrinth. They all enter the labyrinth with their own little cliques instead of working together. And one of the doctors decides to walk in the labyrinth for some reason, making the exam harder than it needs to be since each person that enters gets cloned. And Frieren is not even trying to complete the labyrinth for real. She dead having fun just collecting magical items while everyone else fighting for their lives against mage clones. That nigga Unk seen the Frieren clone and ran for his life. He was not ready for BTA part 2. And somehow, most of them happened to meet up at the same location and spent 3 episodes coming up with a plan to just distract and attack. Each group basically finds any clone that has a matchup disadvantage and distracts it, and the other attacks it. Fern and Frieren does the same thing to the Frieren clone. And now exam 2 is complete, but there's still one more exam where Zedia, the great mage, decides who passes. She deadass just passed these niggas off vibes. She just looks at him, you pass, you pass, you pass, you pass, you pass, you pass, and for the rest, she doesn't even look at them.
Kill yourself.